Waiting on some people to get in here, y'all. Hopefully it's not boring if y'all are watching this not live. If you're new here, hit that like and subscribe button. And also, if you haven't checked out our link, it is down in the description for our website. And if you see anything you want to purchase on the website, use code JesusSaves in all capital letters to get 20% off. We're going to be live here for a while. We're waiting on people to filter in, and we'll see what happens. Oh, we got another person here. What's going on? Welcome to the live chat / live stream. About to make a bunch of green pumpkin stuff. Also, I got to get a package together and get it made up for this guy. I really just got to go through the stock and grab some stuff and put it in a package. That's it. Oh, we got 7 people in here. What's going on, BNSF? How you doing, brother? Got 2 likes. That's sick. Anybody new here, hit that like and subscribe button. Waiting on the plastic to finish heating up, and then we'll get to making some stuff. We got a lot of stuff. Ty Miller, what's up, buddy? Appreciate you joining the live. We got 20 people in here. Let's go. If anybody's new here, hit that like and subscribe button. What's up from Arkansas? What's up, James? We're here in Virginia. Custom locomotive. That's crazy. If anybody's interested in what we're going to be making tonight, they are on the website, which is pinned at the very top of the live stream. You can use code JesusSaves in all capital letters if you like what we got, and you can get it for 20% off. Of course, I'm not expecting anybody to buy anything, but I'm just throwing it out there. I appreciate that, bro. That's all it's about. Ty, are you new here or you been here for a while? Do I think I make, or do you think I save money on making my own lures? Not right now, but my goal is to make lures and glorify Jesus one cast at a time. So that's what I try to do, is I get to use my own stuff, which is kind of like my payment to myself. But I'm really just trying to sell them on the website, market them when I go fishing, and help y'all catch some giant fish, man. But if I would say save lure or save money, I would say no. I mean, you can melt up a bunch of stuff, and I mean, if it's something that you use a lot of, then yeah, I would say so, but Ty, thank you for being new, dude. Appreciate it, man. We love everybody that comes over here, man. We try to do awesome content for everybody. Yeah, I mean, it's fun to make for yourself. Yeah, I mean, when you don't have the stress of trying to, you know, you got to be really set up to sell them, obviously, but it was a long process. I've been making lures for 8 years now, and we're waiting on this plastic to heat up. I got this new formula for my green pumpkin that I got to write down. So I can show y'all what we're going to be making. I got some in the boat right now. So we're going to be making today, that one's all screwed up. We're going to be making our 4.5 Bubble Bug. This is one of the ones I made for the test run in the boat for yesterday. We're going to be making the green pumpkin Bubble Bug. It's 4.5 inches long. It has great frilly action. It's almost like a ribbon tail when it falls. This bait right here, I catch a lot of my giant fish on, and I'm just excited to make more of these, so I get to use this one to match the color. I need to write down the formula because I was kind of playing around with a new one, but it is what it is, and I'm about to figure out what I'm going to do for it. If anybody is interested in seeing what we got on the wall, I can show y'all. But if you got anything in particular, just leave a comment down below. If you're new here, hit that like and subscribe button. Let's try to get this likes up and see if we can get this algorithm out and get a bunch of people in here. The other night we killed it. We had over 1,000 likes in one live. That was crazy. Yeah, so speaking of chatterbaits, bro, check this out. Not only do we make plastics, but we make pretty sick chatterbaits too. This is our Bubbleville custom bait sledgehammer. It's got a nice stout hook on it. Am I connected to Wi-Fi? No, I'm not. But this is one of our many colors. I'm waiting on green pumpkin skirt to come in, but waiting on stuff to get here so we can finish some out of stocks. Yeah, dude, that would be an awesome color. Right now, a lot of the bluegill are running, so the bass are eating them pretty good. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock here too. But I got an order I got to do, so I got to... Hey, what's up, dude? Appreciate you coming back. But yeah, no, it's late, but I got an order I got to do, so I got to keep going. Appreciate everybody joining. If anybody's new here, smack that like button and that subscribe button for us. I guess that's how you say it. It's Anog. What's up, dude? Why are you mad, bro? Oh, you lost him? That's crazy if you lost him, dude. Sorry to hear that, man. Oh, so he just pretty much ate it and spit it last second? That's all right, bro, to keep you out there getting them, dude. Welcome in to anybody that's new. If you don't know what we're doing, I'm mixing up the current mix to make our green pumpkin 4.5 bubble bug. I seem to have the mixture down where I want it. So now I'm about to write it down. Try to keep track of all my color combos and recipes so that way I don't have to keep guessing and make the colors all screwed up as I make new stuff. What's going on, Miss Joyce? We are making some more bubble bugs. This thing is, this is one of my staples. Remember Venom used to make these? Well, I decided to get a hold of the secret sauce so I can make my own. My PB is 8 pounds. That's about as big as they get in Virginia. They do get a little bit bigger, but it's very rare. Very rare. Y'all are going to see in a second when I had the color match. So I used my drop shot mold to test the colors and see which ones I needed. And it came out exactly the way I wanted it. We'll see how dark it gets though when I shoot it. We got to run this thing through the microwave for a couple more minutes to get all that chunk out of there. If anybody's interested in buying any of this stuff, man, we got a code going on right now for Jesus Saves, all capital letters. 20% off at BubblevilleCustomBaits.com. It's in the link in the description of this video, as well as the top of the live chat going on. Miss Joyce will tell you we make some good quality stuff over here. She bought a lot of crappie baits, and if anybody's interested in anything on the wall, we certainly aren't expecting y'all to buy anything, but we do like to show off our stuff we do make. She bought a bunch of crappie stuff, and apparently the kids that she had using it for 4th of July, I got 10 what? Thank you. I appreciate it, Miss Joyce. You have a good night. Oh yeah, we got 8 now, brother. Or Miss. I don't understand how to say your name. Sorry if I botched it. Man, the other night I was in here making baits and I had an absolute explosion. I got you. Really what? Appreciate everybody enjoying the night. Like I said, I got to match this color. I might have to make this stuff a little bit darker that I just made. We'll see. Holy crap. Alright, let's see. Scissors. I do think it needs to get a little darker. Yeah, that needs to get a little darker. That's unfortunate. I'm going to save those though and see what happens. Alright. Almost matched it. I think I need to add a little bit more of the melon. The good thing about this is if it's too light, I can always add to it, and then if it's too dark, I'm kind of screwed, but I just got to sit here and figure it out. Because I should have had it written down before, but I didn't because I didn't think about it. See what this looks like. Once again, I'm trying to match this, and I'm not trying to get it to look like that. So it needs to be a little bit more green pumpkin-y, and then it should be all right. If anybody's new here, if y'all want to show some love, hit that like and subscribe button for us, and we'll definitely make sure y'all get some awesome content to watch. That's our goal. Or entertain y'all now, of course. It's boring right now because I can't just keep ripping baits. I'm trying to get that color match the way I need it to. Oh, all right, let's see what this looks like. Appreciate the sub, man. Thank you so much. That's close. That's very close. Still needs to be darker. It's a little bit darker than what that is. I think we might got it now, boys. Where's the CEO? She is in bed, brother. She can't be sniffing all this stuff being pregnant, you know what I mean? So I'll tell you what, this Bubba Bug's been a hit, man. We had a lot of people buy them yesterday. And then the day that I stayed up until 2 o'clock, I tried going fishing afterwards, after work in the sun. Couldn't do it, man. I kept throwing this thing, and I was trying to get a bite on it, and they just ate the tails off of it because I had it in chartreuse. TX, would you mess with this color? Because it's very similar to the one I made the other night, and I'm trying to get the color to where I want it, because this is really a more green pumpkin, but if the flake shows up better, it might be better, but I don't like how clear these feet are, you know? I need to test it and dip it and see if I can see what it looks like. I got freaking string everywhere. I'm gonna dip both of these feet in the secret sauce and see what happens. So this one, see, the chartreuse shows up a little bit, but not the way I don't know. Y'all can't even see that, can you? A little bit. Alright, so if y'all think that's the ticket, we'll go with this mixture and we'll make it happen. Because, you know, there's times where I'm never going to be right and the customer's always going to be right. You know what I mean? So we got 10 melon drops, 20 green pumpkin, and 6 red. And that should do the mixture, and I'll have to put that in the recipe book. Because if you don't have the recipe book, then you can't start ripping baits left and right. See, the flakes do come out on this one too, but the camera don't really show it. But like I said, these were the testers that I decided to take with me on the boat. We do got the June bug though. This is the forever color. This one's gonna stay. This one pops really nice. Appreciate everybody joining along, man. Watching my stupid butt up here make baits, you know. All right, we're about to see what this one looks like. It was slightly altered, but it still should be good. It should be right in the range where it's not too dark, but not too light. Oh yeah, this thing's money. How's that? It's nice and transparent, but not too dark. I'm digging that. Y'all can see the difference. This is the old and this is the new. So it's not too dark, but not too light. And when that sun hits it, it almost looks like a brown, a clear brown, but then when the sun's out, it turns the right color. So what we'll do is we'll keep making these up like that and then keep rolling along and have y'all watch and see what y'all think. I need to get another one of these molds. Hey, TX, I gotta find it. So look, these little injectors right here, these little injectors suck. And I can't double inject anymore because the plungers get stuck and it just does too much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy another one of these, right? And I'm gonna put it in the collar. You see how this stupid rod up here is what helps push both of them down? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get another big injector like this and I'm gonna put the collar on and I'm gonna cut a piece of wood with holes in it where it acts like this, but it's underneath it here, and then I'm gonna hose clamp it, and then I should have double injectors and not have to spend $400 on a whole new setup. This thing right here was $150 for this piece of junk. Because what I really paid for was the collar and the blending block. And these things come 5 per pack just because they're so thick and they eat so much plastic. I lube it with this oil right here. It's just a piece of junk. It's like a bent cylinder in a truck and your piston's trying to go up and down. It scrapes the sides, and when I go to pull plastic into it, it doesn't want to grab it correctly and it puts air bubbles in it. And then also when I go to push, one pushes further than the other and it doesn't like to make it where it's good. The O-ring in this one is a little bit thicker and better. The other one's junk. Because what they really did is when they sold it to you, they sold it for the aluminum on the other, like the collar and stuff. So if I get a little bit bigger injector, it should work perfectly. Because like, see, like I'll take my oil here and I'll put it in like this. And then I'll run it through a couple times. And then it's like good to go. But the other ones, I've tried it, doesn't work. All it does is spew oil everywhere and it just is a total mess. Because like, I like to do swirl and stuff. And you see how this stripe is coming down? Where it wanted to go left. I was trying to do the milk the cow method where we can get it swirlier, but it wanted to choose one side and I couldn't control how the plastic goes in, so if I got the bigger injector, it'll swirl it a little bit better. It's all playing around with it and figuring out what works for me, you know what I mean? But, you know. Yeah, I'll make it eventually, bro. It's a slight green pumpkin with pearl in it. And then, like I said, it was a test color that I made, and we'll mess around with it. Once I get a couple more orders in, I'm gonna get that that other injector and make this color a staple. Because I do have some other split colors. It's a red and black, and I call it the Black Widow. It's like the old school red shad, you know what I mean? Now these things are coming out perfect. Does anybody have any questions or anything like that that I can answer? I do like to run it on our Bubbaville Custom Baits deadbolt football jig head, and you screw the bait on and it'll make it fall at a 45-degree angle, and that's what really gets it bit. Oh, I got another feature about this bait, y'all. Did you see how the back of this has a groove? That hook point really sets in there for the Texpose. So that way when it scrapes over something, you still have a hook point, but it's also still weedless. Another beautiful batch of baits. I really need to get another one of these molds too, but pretty pricey. But it'll pay for itself eventually. TX, do you remember when I was having to clean a bunch of the tails the other night? Well, I figured out a trick not to make the flash happen on the tails. Appreciate the 10 likes, y'all. Thank y'all for sticking around. Currently, we got a bag and one made so far. We'll need to shoot one more time, because then we'll have 2 bags, of course. Wyatt, I appreciate you sticking around, brother. Yo, what up, Landon? Appreciate you joining back. Man, these things are coming out beautiful, man. I can't complain about these. TX, we're gonna have to get some of these in Texas, bro. Whew. I mean, I got a whole rack of these things right now, dude. It's crazy. I wish I could move the rack. How do I move the rack right here? Just so y'all can see them hang. I don't think y'all can see them. Nope. Is this my real job? No. This is my side hustle. But I would like to make it my real job, though. My real job, I'm a carpenter / handyman. But I do try to make a lot of content and baits, and I'm trying to make that my living, but we'll see what God has planned for me. It's certainly trending to the right direction, though. Yeah, I got you, TX. No sweat, brother. I'll run through my baits real quick while this stuff's heating up. I don't want to burn it either, bro. I'm going to pull this one out, and then as the next one I shoot curing, we'll run through baits and show y'all what we got, just so y'all can see. If y'all haven't checked out the website. I'm trying to do baits that set us apart and not like the other guy, you know what I mean? Hey TX, did Eric from Tech Baits, did he sell all his stuff? Well, this thing's a piece of junk, it just broke. My favorite bait is the one we're making right now, brother. So my favorite one is the one we're making right now, and then my favorite jig head to throw it on is our deadbolt football screw lock head. This thing really does attract the big fish. Why did he go out again? Did he just get too overwhelmed? Because it seems like he tried to go big or go home right off the bat. Which is unfortunate, but... Alright, so baits wise. So we make a bunch of different crappie baits. Got a crap ton of stick bait colors. That's our watermelon purple green flake. We have our electric blue stick baits. Our chartreuse and black pepper. June bug, of course. Here's our Glacier Inferno, which is like the fire and ice color from back in the day. We have a bunch of crawl colors. This is our Midnight Purple. Here's our June bug. We got our Black Plum. And then we have a crap ton of drop shot worms. And then we have our Warhead, which is a Ned style bait that is usually paired with our B-rig, which is the Bubba rig. It is a Ned style bait that has a wide gap 3/0 hook on a Ned head where you can Texas rig and not have any type of hang-ups whatsoever, so you can fish those finicky bass. And then we have a bunch of jigs and stuff, football jigs with the skirt, and then swim jigs and chatterbaits or bladed jigs. What's going on, Travis? Won't he down in Texas, TX? Here's one of our other colors too. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to weigh one of these. So this thing's a 1/2 ounce of plastic by itself. Oh, gotcha, TX. TX, did you get affected by any of that flooding and stuff? Appreciate everybody joining. If you're new here, hit that like and subscribe button. We were trying to make a bunch of baits, but like I said, I need to get another mold, and this is going to take 2 years. But we do have a nice spread of baits so far. We have, let's see, 4, 5. So we currently have 2 bags and 2 baits. So once I shoot 2 more times, we will have 3 bags and 1 bait. Okay, well, that's cool that they're helping out. I'm glad you didn't get affected by it. I definitely think that was a man-made thing, though. There's no way that stuff floods. My dad, where my dad used to live in Texas, that was right there where it hit him at. Well, where it hit them at, but it would have hit where he was if he was there. But I'm glad you're safe, buddy. Prayers definitely go out to the people that were affected. I saw all kinds of crazy stuff that happened with that. Yeah, but it floods that fast, dude. I don't believe it. They got that stuff called rain seeding now, where they can literally make it rain with a drone. Hopefully YouTube doesn't cancel me for talking about it. Appreciate everybody tagging along with us. Thank you for tuning in, and we definitely have fun talking to y'all. I'm trying to get some more people to talk so we can talk about some fishing and see how everybody's fishing trips have been going, and how everything's happening, and what's going on in what state, and how the weather is, and how tough the bass fishing is. I know the bass fishing's been tough here, man. It's been like 102 degrees, very humid like Florida. Water temperatures up in the 90s, 92, 93 or somewhere around there. The bass don't want to move. The bait's running, the crappie are eating, but no bass. I feel like my camera thing is falling down. I don't know if that's any better, but we'll see. What's going on, everybody? If you're new, let us know you're here by leaving a comment or a like. Does Does anybody have any specific colors they like to throw or anything like that? Does anybody in here fish? I know TX does. He's waiting on me to make them spinner baits. All right, brother, you have a blessed night. I appreciate you tuning in, man. Thank you for dropping by. It is hot in this garage, I'm telling y'all what. I'm about to go grab me a water real quick. Be back in 3 seconds. I tell you what, man, it's a 30-degree difference from the garage to the house. Like I was saying before, I appreciate everybody that's joining us and watching, man. It's pretty awesome. I know we do got a lot of new people coming in. And if anybody doesn't know what we do, we make custom plastics trying to glorify Jesus one cast at a time. And we also try to make awesome technical bass fishing videos and crappie fishing videos to help people learn how to bass fish. And also figure out the wind and all kinds of different little minute details that really do make a difference. Of course, it's been super hot and slow out, so it's kind of hard to catch a nice one right now, but once that fall transition hits and bass start feeding up and moving up shallow for all the bait they need for winter, it should be a very good fishing season. I'm trying to hit the river soon and bust out the new gas motor and see if we can get into some new water that we haven't fished before. That'd be pretty fun. Get some top water action, maybe some snakeheads or something. See how many we got? 2, 4, 2, 4, 2. I almost have enough for a bunch of bags so far. I reckon we might call it a night, y'all. On live, that is. I might go to TikTok. If anybody's interested in following me on TikTok, it's Bubbleville Custom Baits on TikTok, and same thing with Instagram. Our Facebook is Bubbleville Bassin LLC. If y'all want to go follow those accounts, that'd be awesome as well. But like I was saying, before we get out of here, I just want to plug the discount code one more time, so that way when people watch later on and it's not live, they don't miss out on it. So if you want to go to BubblevilleCustomBaits.com and you see all this awesome stuff that we showed in the video today, use code JesusSaves for 20% off. Jesus Saves in all caps. And it'll get you 20% off on your order. It'll definitely cover shipping or tax. Whatever one is the biggest amount, I'm sure it'll work, or baits, whatever. So if you're new here, hit that like and subscribe button, and we are going to get out of this live, and we might go to TikTok. So we'll catch on a little bit. Thank y'all for tuning in.